was the savior who kept our streets and our schools safe. He was hope personified. But he was also Jefferson Pierce, my father.
Take me to the edge of what can break me.
You've been on the streets fighting the 100 for years. Let someone else do it. Girls need a father.
Baby, I promise.
Bring
No
me
more.
from the clutches of my heart that will forsake me.
You two are all me and your mother have. I love you both.
He tried to keep his promise to my mother. Said that he saved more lives as the principal of Garfield High than he ever did as Black Lightning. But without Black Lightning, violence in the streets by the 100 gang multiplied.
Our children are dying in these streets and no one cares.
The anger was just under the surface for all of us. The whole city was ready to explode. He could only bury who he really was for so long.
The city is getting more and more dangerous every moment. I'm just trying to keep you safe.
Excuse me? I'm not afraid of the 100.
Yes, you should be.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope your weekend's been going great. I hope you like this video, and if you do, please like, share, and subscribe. I can't wait to get into what I am super excited about reviewing today. It is Black Lightning Season 1, Episode 1. Now, I needed to give a little I want to give you a little background first on this superhero because I wasn't really familiar with him either. And I really hate that I wasn't familiar with them. I hate they get put, like, sometimes Black superheroes get pushed in the back. But I'm glad they're getting pushed now to the front with Black Panther coming out, with Luke Cage series on Marvel. But I love the Luke Cage series, and now I've got this one on the CW. So I'm super happy about it. So let's get into a little bit of history. So Black Lightning was created in 1977 by Tony Isabella. He's one of DC's first Black superheroes, which is really cool. Now, his city is actually a part of Metropolis in the comic books, but in this one, they're giving him a new fictional city called Freeland. And the CW is not really sure if they're going to make the show part of the Arrowverse, but I hope they do. But for right now, it's just his own entity. I'm super excited to get to know these characters, and I think that's what they want you to do, is to get to know them just a little bit more. He does team up with the Justice League in the comic books, so that's really cool. In one instance, Alfred actually is the one to recruit him to the Justice League. He has the ability to control electricity as well as become it himself, which makes him damn near impossible to die or to kill, which is really, really cool. He isn't the only one in the family, however, with the abilities, which is what we'll cover a little bit later, which I'm super excited about. He's also been in some animated films, one with both Supes and Batman. But this, of course, was just a quick rundown. If you want to know more information, believe me, there's a lot more information. I just didn't want to put it all in this one video. There's this great tool out there called Google. I hope you please use it and get to know Black Lightning just a little bit more. Now let's get into the episode. So we are getting introduced to Jefferson Pierce, who is a principal of Garfield High. And we basically know he's Black Lightning, or he was Black Lightning. We don't know why he stopped being Black Lightning, not just yet. We do get clips throughout the show about it, but for right now, it's kind of still in the dark about it. But you know that he's been Black Lightning before. He's been a vigilante. He's been helping his community, but now he's just being a principal of the school and taking care of his two daughters, and being on really good terms with his wife. Now, what I love about this show already is the cast. When I say melanin poppin', I'm not even kidding. They did a great job with the cast. I love all of them so far. And that's really hard to say because there's always one character that I hate in a show. Like, I hate to the point where I'll stop watching after they die because I'm just satisfied. It happened in House of Cards. I know I should be watching House of Cards, but once the reporter died, spoiler alert, once the reporter died, I stopped watching. But so far, I do like all the characters. And what's really great about them is that they also very strong character. Jefferson Pierce, of course, being Black Lightning and knowing that he's here to help his community, is a very strong man. He quotes a lot of Black activists, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. His eldest daughter is very smart, and she's very woke, and she is very, 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 very essential to this show. As I said, the family all has abilities, which is really interesting. And his youngest daughter, although she wants to be like every other teenager, she wants to go have fun, she wants to party, but she's also very smart. She's also very strong. He has taught his daughters well. They know how to take care of themselves, and they're not afraid to stand up for what they believe in. And I like having these characters in the show. Now, we didn't get to see the wife much, but I feel like she's going to be essential to it as time goes on as well. Of course, in this show, we are faced with the natural dilemma of dealing with police profiling, but we're also dealing with the issues that sometimes we bring to our own community that we don't sometimes want to talk about, because our communities are strong. We have each other's backs. We watch out for each other, but we also can bring each other down. And this show is going to hint at both of those aspects, kind of tearing the community in two, because on one hand, you hate police profiling and the fact that the police think everybody's like that in the community. But then on the other side, you hate the fact that there are people in the community that don't want to see it thrive or keep bringing it down as well. So we get to see both of those aspects in there. The show also reminds me of real sisters. Like most shows, they try to portray a realistic version of what your sisters are like. You're going to fight sometimes, but you're going to cover for each other. You're going to try to teach each other a lesson. You're going to protect each other as well. And that's what these girls are doing. They do all those, and it reminds me of me and my sisters. We might not always agree, but we have each other's backs, and we always will. And that's what I need to see, like strong female characters, and that's what I'm getting from this show. The action's great. I love the action. The only problem I have, and it's for pretty much almost all superhero TV shows and like PG-13 and lower superhero movies, I'm a realist. And if you get hit with a gun or something, like I expect to see like blood dripping on your face, but I understand like you have to kind of tone that back for the ratings. Now, it's not saying there isn't any blood, but it's just sometimes you need a little bit more realism, and that's what I would like. But the fight scenes are great. I assume they get better as time goes on, because again, this is just the first episode. It's the pilot episode. Then the villains are very convincing. I'm super excited about that, and I'll tell you why. Villains make the hero. If the villain's weak, I think the hero's weak. Even if he's Superman. But if Superman has a weak villain, like, what's the point? Like, he's Superman. Like, what else are you supposed to do? And most of the time, it's just like everybody's like, well, with Superman, any villain's going to be weak compared to him. He's pretty much a god, and that's true. Which is why I liked the fact that he was facing off with Zod at one point, because Zod is Kryptonian too. So he was evenly matched out. Now, sometimes it's good to see Superman battle with someone who's way smarter than him, because even though he has all that strength and stuff, doesn't mean he has the power, like the biggest brain either. Like, he might be able to shoot laser beams out of his eyes, but it doesn't mean he can speak 16 different languages. Just throwing that out there. And then what else is great about this? It was just a really good episode. It introduced us to the characters very well. It introduced us to this universe very well. I hope eventually it does become part of the rest of the DC TV show universe, where there's crossover episodes. Not too many crossover episodes, but some crossover episodes. And I love the fact that this character kind of has his own version of Alfred, or the tailor shop in The Kingsman. So that looks like super fun. He has someone that has his back that will help him with his costumes, and the costume looks great, by the way. I absolutely love the way it looks. Of course, it can get cleaned up after time goes on, but I do like the way the costume looks. And it just reiterates with me how I feel. Like, how many times have you gotten so angry that you feel like your eyes are glowing? Not white like in the show, but like a reddish color, and that you can shoot fire or lightning with your hands. I'd kill for that power. And the good thing about his power is he has full control over it. So as sometimes you'll see that he hits people with lightning, but the way he controls it, he could kill them if he wanted to, but most of the time he's not going to. He's just going to use it to harm them, which is another reason why I need realism, because I don't care if he's just going to harm you or stun you with it. I'm going to see something, a little bit of burnt flesh. It's lightning, for God's sakes. But other than my little gripes, I love the premise of this. I love the strong characters, the strong black man who's trying to improve his community, the strong daughters who are trying to improve their community, but also be teenagers as well, and be girls as well that want to go have fun with friends. And then, of course, just another black superhero pushed to the front that we get more of. It's just time we see more people of our skin tone on TV. Like, we come in all shapes, colors, and sizes, and I would love to see like all those portrayed on TV. I really would. With everyone else, because believe me, there are a lot of white shows I love. Game of Thrones. So I just like the balance pretty much. But I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you watch Black Lightning when it comes on Tuesday nights on the CW. And I will be back for episode 2 when it airs again. I hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And please always remember to keep dreaming.
This was for the hood, this for being black. We ain't got no hope, they killing every day. I mean, we need you in every way. We need results, we don't need to see your face. Here we come, just to say the day. Here we come, just in perfect timing, to help the needy and guide the blinded. Last night I saw a superhero, he was black. He said, this is for the street, Black Lightning's back.